Buckle up, America, because things just got a whole lot weirder in Washington. President Trump, never one to shy away from a power grab, has outdone himself this time. He's unleashed Elon Musk, the tech mogul who dreams of colonizing Mars, on the federal government with a simple, terrifying mandate: shrink it. Enter Doge, the Department of Government Efficiency, Musk's brainchild and the newest weapon in Trump's arsenal. Armed with executive orders granting him sweeping authority, Musk has promised to slash bureaucracy, root out waste, and make government great again. Sounds great, right? Well, maybe. But when you start looking at the fine print, things get a little, shall we say, concerning. Musk's approach to government efficiency is about as subtle as a rocket launch. He's already announced plans for massive job cuts, hiring freezes, and program eliminations across the board. And while some might applaud his take-no-prisoners approach, others are starting to wonder if this is less about efficiency and more about something far more sinister. This isn't just about trimming the fat anymore, it's about reshaping the very nature of American governance. And with Trump cheering him on every step of the way, Musk seems hell-bent on blowing up the system as we know it. Now, I'm not one to throw around the C word lightly, but when you've got a president with a history of flouting norms and a billionaire tech CEO with a messiah complex running roughshod over the government, it's hard not to raise an eyebrow. Because let's be honest, folks, this whole Doge thing has coup written all over it. Trump, never a fan of checks and balances, has essentially handed Musk the keys to the kingdom, bypassing Congress and granting him unprecedented power to reshape the federal government in his image. And Musk, never one to back down from a challenge, seems all too happy to oblige. The alarm bells are ringing louder than a SpaceX launch, and for good reason. This isn't just about cutting costs anymore, it's about consolidating power, silencing dissent, and dismantling the very institutions designed to hold our leaders accountable. This is about Trump and Musk remaking America in their own image. And that, my friends, should scare the ever-loving bejesus out of all of us. If there's one thing Trump and Musk both love more than power, it's punishing their enemies. And in their eyes, anyone who dares to question their authority is an enemy of the state. Judges, enemies, journalists, enemies, inspectors general tasked with, making sure the government doesn't become a cesspool of corruption. Oh, you better believe they're enemies. Trump's already fired more inspectors general than any president in history, and now Musk's getting in on the action. Anyone who dares to raise a peep about Doge's questionable practices has found themselves out of a job faster than you can say whistleblower retaliation. This blatant assault on judicial independence and government oversight should send chills down the spines of every freedom-loving American. When you silence those tasked with holding power accountable, you create a breeding ground for corruption, abuse, and tyranny. This isn't just about Trump and Musk. It's about the very foundation of our democracy, and right now, that foundation is looking a lot like it's about to crumble. Thankfully, not everyone's willing to roll over and let Trump and Musk get away with their power grab. State attorneys general, sensing the very real threat to democracy, are stepping up to challenge Doge's authority and protect the rights of their citizens. From coast to coast, states are filing lawsuits, seeking injunctions, and fighting tooth and nail to block Musk's more egregious overreaches. And in a major blow to Doge, a New York judge recently issued a temporary order halting Musk's access to the Treasury payment system, effectively freezing a significant portion of his operations. This is a huge win for those who believe in the rule of law, and a stark reminder that Trump and Musk aren't above the law, no matter how much they might believe they are. The fight is far from over. But these early victories offer a glimmer of hope in what feels like increasingly dark times. The states are drawing a line in the sand, sending a clear message that they won't stand idly by while Trump and Musk dismantle our democracy. This is about more than just politics. It's about the very soul of America. And right now, that soul is depending on the courage of these states to stand up and fight back. Section 5, USAID in the crosshairs. In the rush to implement sweeping changes, have we bitten off more than we can chew? The rapid pace of reform can sometimes lead to unintended consequences. Are we moving too fast without fully understanding the long-term impacts? It's a question we must consider carefully. Money and politics have always had a complicated relationship. When campaign contributions become the currency of influence, cronyism can flourish. Are elected officials serving the public interest or their financial backers? This is a critical issue that demands our attention. When those in power fail to act, the consequences can be dire. Is Congress neglecting its duty to oversee and regulate effectively? The lack of proactive measures can leave us vulnerable. It's time to wake up and hold our leaders accountable. Transparency is supposed to be the cornerstone of democracy, yet too often, information gets lost in a black hole. Why is it so difficult to obtain clear and accurate data from those in power? The lack of transparency erodes trust and undermines the very foundation of our system.